Right. All right, so here we are for today's episode. Welcome to Jam
Jam
Buds.
buds.
All right, so today's episode is video games. Woo. So I'm a huge gamer. Been gaming literally like my whole life. My cousin and I, from when we were little, my uncle had the NES. Used to play it all the time. When that broke, he got the N64, and we played that all the time. Like video games are definitely like my safe place. Like that's where I like to go to like unwind and like de-stress. And I actually love playing video games like with my friends. So like when I have like a multiplayer game, Madam Red here is definitely my favorite person to play video games with. Like if I have a game that's like, oh, multiplayer, I'm like, oh, we definitely gotta play it together. Um so yeah, NES, N64, and then I got my first console when my grandmother had passed, like right before Christmas, before I turned 5. And my abuela, I don't know why she thought that like that would be what I would want. I mean, like it's fine. Like I loved it. My mom never really wanted me to have video games. She wanted me to like read and focus on school. So like she didn't understand how video games would like help with that or interfere with that. But my abuela bought me a PS1 with Crash Bandicoot. And my mom was a little upset, but I was so excited that she was just like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. So we set it up. Let me tell you, my mom turned into just as much of a gamer as me. Okay, let me tell you, she was playing Crash Bandicoot just as much.
I can see that.
She had her own games. There were literal games that she had for her collection that like I didn't like, so I didn't even care to play them. Some of them I would play a little bit, like the Rugrats games and stuff. But like she liked Disney games, puzzle games. Like they had the remake of Pac-Man. She got that. She loved that.
Oh, Pac-Man is fun.
Pac-Man is, and they remade it. It was 3D. So you were running around like as Pac-Man, like and running around worlds and exploring worlds and fighting stuff. Oh, it was actually a blast. I actually felt with that one too. Crash Bandicoot, all of them. She loved them. I still love them. I was so hyped when they made the new one finally. I got it, of course. We played it. Spyro the Dragon.
I have Spyro. I did have to uninstall it though because I got stuck at a part where the jumping was just so fucking bad and I rage quit and then I rage deleted it off of my console, so I don't have it downloaded, but I do have it. I just don't have it downloaded.
It's funny you say that because I actually didn't fully enjoy a Spyro game until the third one because of the jump mechanics in the first two.
I know I got the collection because I bought it for myself for like Christmas or something.
Yeah, that's what
I know I have. So I know I have all 3 of them. I don't know which one I rage quit on, but I did rage quit.
The first one, me and my mom literally got all the way to the last boss, Nasty Nork. And the jumping, as you're jumping, the platforms are sliding in and out. And you have to like jump across lava and get to them. Girl.
Mm-mm.
My little like 7-year-old self, how old I was? Absolutely not. Nope. I was like, not having it. We're not doing that. So that, and then I got my cousin, I think, had a handheld first. And then I got a handheld, which was the Game Boy Pocket.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I actually don't know what my first game for that was. I don't remember. Because I had a bunch of I had like Super Mario and the 6 Golden Coins, like a Mulan game.
Oh, that's nice.
A Donkey Kong. It was so hard. The Disney games of that generation were so hard.
I had a fucking Winnie the Pooh game, and that shit was hard as fuck.
Why make it? And you know a kid's gonna want to play this. Why is this the hardest game that you've ever created?
It was for Game Boy Color, and that shit was so fucking hard.
The first games I actually played on Game Boy Color were the Powerpuff Girls.
Ooh. And then you can see Cora and MC Bears and Olivia and Ramona. Because they're my jam buds too.
They are your jam buds.
Okay, let's go. Action.
So we were talking
The first video game.
Game Boy Color. So they had 3 Powerpuff Girl games where you were each Powerpuff Girl and you also fought a different villain.
Mm-hmm.
And Jessica had them, so we used to play them. They were fun.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm trying to remember if I already had gotten a Pokemon game by then, or if my abuela had bought them for me first before I had gotten one. Because the reason why I wanted a handheld was because when I was in Little League, one of the older kids had a Game Boy and he was playing Pokemon. But he was kind of a dick. So when he was letting everybody else play and he gave it to me, he actually took the battery case out and loosened the batteries so that while I was playing, the Game Boy would die. Because he told me it was dying, but it wasn't.
That's rude.
Because then he took it back and just put the battery back on and but I was little, so I didn't realize what it was. I was just excited to finally have a turn.
Right.
And I got to play for a little bit, but then it just died, and then he took it back and he just kept playing, and I was just like, you could have just said no, like, that's whatever. But whatever. So because I wanted one, so I think my cousin had gotten it first, and I think he had gotten yellow first. So
I'm sorry. You're like, we have such bad ADHD. We were like, oh, so this was a really great game. But we're also going to trauma dump, but then we're going to get back on track.
a little bit, because it's relevant. It's relevant to the lore.
Because this piece of shit little kid.
literally gave me like a taste of it, but not enough. I literally was like, Mom, I really want to play this game. So I think my cousin had gotten yellow first, or I had at least gotten red. And I had a blast. I loved it. Pokemon. Fucking fantastic.
Right.
It's crazy for someone like me because now after I got every Pokemon, I need to like maintain and upkeep that. And like I have it for a little bit, and I'm like, I need to be the one that has them all because I have them all. Oh, there's like 1,000 of them bitches. And I have them all. It's been like several games. I caught them all. I have the certificates in the game and everything.
In the video game, Stick of Truth, they have something called Chimpokomons. And it's like you got to find them in the thing. You got to catch them all. And every time you get one, they'll be like, Chimpokomon. So every time I hear Pokemon or Pokemon, I just want to say that. And I know that it's not the same.
It is. It's the same concept, though.
But I want to say it so bad.
Even in the Yakuza series, they have a section where you go around catching a bunch of like homeless people. And they're like Pokemon. And the bad guys that you fight, you can give them gifts to make them join you and fight for you.
That is hilarious.
That's a great series. So it's been a long time. I only just recently got into it. I got into the Like a Dragon series. So I played that one, and I've been playing Infinite Wealth. They're like different stories for newcomers to be able to come into the series.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun. Like the story will be mad serious, and then the side quest will be some crazy shit, like I just said, collecting homeless people and making them fight each other in a tournament.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like
literal gym battles. Like there were gym leaders. I had to battle trainers, and then gym battles, and I became the Pokemon lead.
Is that the? It's like a game with a yellow background, like it, and then it's like GTA, but not.
Kind of, yes.
I feel like I'm seeing it in my head, but I don't know.
I'm not sure if I played it while you were here at any time.
He has spiky hair?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Ichiban, the main character.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because he also, like, has a very vivid imagination. So, like, when they get into battles, they all, like, transform into, like, different costumes and shit, how he imagines the battles are happening.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good series. I'd like to play the originals, but they're more like beat 'em up, and a lot of them are dated. They've been remastering some of them, so I might look into those. But I do like the Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth. Those are really fun.
Right.
But Pokemon has actually, like, that concept came from I want to say it was Dragon Quest V. Dragon Quest V, it was either 4 or 5 that introduced monster capture for for the first time ever in any video game. That inspired Pokemon, Digimon, Monster Hunter, Monster Rancher. Every single thing that has like a monster catching thing was inspired by Dragon Quest. Also, I know for a fact with Dragon Quest V, that was the game that also had the first playable pregnancy, like with a character that got pregnant. Your one of your party members is like your wife, and it's a time skip. And I think like during the time skip, she's pregnant, and you play like part of the game is her and stuff. And then afterwards, they have their kid. So like the whole pregnancy is playable in that game. That's the first game that ever did that.
That's pretty cool.
So, right? Isn't that cool? Like the things that like Dragon Quest has been like. Dragon Quest is so big that when a new game is releasing, work and school in Japan, there is none. Play Dragon Quest.
Unfortunately for us, that's like fucking hunting. They'll be like, "Oh, hunting! The first day of hunting, we'll give you all off."
Like, I don't really. I want to go back to New York. Like, I don't want
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, man.
Pennsylvania, man.
I mean, Florida, man.
Literally its own genre.
But it's okay. In the next 5 years, we're going to be Colorado men.
And I'll hopefully be video game designing, which is another part of the topic that I'd like to discuss in here, because that's actually really always been my dream, is to design video games. Because ever since I was little and played video games, I'd be like, oh, I could make this a video game. Or like, I'd watch certain movies and be like, this would be like a cool game. Like, why has nobody made this a game? Like, and then sometimes they would make video games of like the movie, and I'd play them and be like, I could have designed this better at 10 years old.
I'm crying.
I'm not even, because we're still not even at the level for Pokemon that I've designed at 10 years old. I don't understand why, with now the different variable types of Pokemon games that we've had. We've had Pokemon games where you're literally a team of like 3 to 4 Pokemon, actual Pokemon, the Mystery Dungeon series. They've had fighting Pokemon games, the Pokken Tournament. And all the stadium style games that they've had, as well as now the Legend series that are more like you're running around and throwing out the Pokemon and like giving them commands while they fight and you're running around too. You've moved away from the handheld, so we're not limited by the handheld anymore, which means that a console Pokemon game can have it where I don't really want to control the trainer while the fucking battle is going on. I genuinely don't care about that. Let me throw out the Pokemon. The battle switches to a small arena, and now I'm actually fighting as the Pokemon.
Right.
I should be able to explore multiple regions, catching Pokemon from those regions. Even if it has to start off with one, and then those become expansion packs, so you got to work on them and integrate the Pokemon from those regions into the other regions. That's fine. Take the time. I don't care. But I've had this plan literally at 10 years old. So why are y'all full-grown adults that have the resources and technology not giving us something better? One thing I will say, and you know what? They want to try to come after, I'll cut that out of the video. Okay. Nintendo plays it safe for far too long with a lot of their titles. They don't do anything innovative. And when they do, it's a massive success. So I don't know why they don't do it more.
Right.
Like, people have been playing Legend of Zelda since the first one. And it's only until the recent ones that they finally like let you control like other characters a little bit. People do want that. Donkey Kong came back, massive success. It's the new one, the Donkey Kong Country that they just released. It's amazing. Super Mario, when it went into like the Galaxy and Odyssey and all of that, big success. Like when they move away from like what they started with, they find success. Pokemon has stayed stagnant for damn near 25 years.
Right.
What are you doing? You have and fans have even made better games that they're like, shut that shit down. And it's like, bro, but you give it to us then.
Facts.
When did you like first start playing Tomb Raider?
So when I was a kid, I didn't really have much. So my first console that was my console that I bought was a PS3, and it was mine that I paid with, which was really like, I don't know why it was such a big thing for me. I mean, I was 20, 22, 21 at that time. So I felt like, I don't know, when I bought my first PS3, it was just such a big,
It
I
is.
don't
No, it
know, it was
is.
just such a big thing to me. And I was just like, wow, like this is mine. Like I actually did this. This isn't, oh, can I go to your house and play this game on your, I got to do it on my own. And it felt really, really nice. And my first game on my PS3 was actually Destiny, because you got me into Destiny at Brooke's house. And I wanted to play, but obviously I can't play when it's not at my house, you know what I mean? I
Right.
can't be like, "Hey, can you make plans so we can go hang out with Brooke and play Destiny?" Like, we couldn't do that. So I was like, so playing Destiny, making my own character, being able to do my own thing, and that was a lot of fun. And then my second game on the PlayStation was Tomb Raider, but it was the newer Tomb Raiders. I played the old Tomb Raiders back in the day, like with the triangle boobs. I have played those. So I
The
have
iconic
played those,
triangle boobs.
but I didn't like play them full through. The only Tomb Raider games that I've played full through were the trilogy that just came out. And I gotta say that them shits is a little hard. Like, they're not easy. I also like to play it on hard, so that's also why it's hard. I do like to give myself a challenge, because like in games like Tomb Raider Horizon, those games where I can stealth kill and I can do things, I like when I have more enemies to kill and stealth go around. Like sometimes I could play Tomb Raider or Horizon for hours, just clearing out a certain area, because I'm like, oh, I'm just stealth killing everything. Nobody's even seeing me because I'm hiding out and I'm just stealth killing everything. So I like those games. I like that a lot. Tomb Raider was a lot of fun. It was one of my most challenging games that I played at that time, because I never played any story based games, no
Right.
RPGs, no anything like that. So I got into video games super late, but I'm glad I'm here now. Fuck it.
It doesn't matter when, as long as you're having a
Right.
great time.
And I'm fucking great at Horizon, let me tell you. I'm really
Listen, my
good. That's
mom,
my favorite.
you say that. My mom didn't get into video games until she was damn near 40.
You're
Because,
never too
yeah,
late to get into shit.
like between 35 and 40 is literally when my mom got into video games because of me. My dad used to love like arcade games.
Mhm.
Um, and he used to, but it was a problem because those cost money. So
Right.
he would spend money that he wasn't supposed to spend, and his mother would get pissed at him. So it became like a really bad like gaming addiction for him. Like I have a gaming addiction too. Like I will not eat. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I gotta use the bathroom, and I will wait a little bit. I'll be like, until I get to this part, and then I'm like, okay, wait, no, I really gotta use the bathroom, or like I'm really thirsty, and I'll be like, oh, it's fine, I'm playing my game. I've canceled plans for video games, so like I understand.
See, I've not gotten to that level.
No, I've called out a word for video games.
I
I've
I did, for
definitely.
when Forbidden West came out, I did put in PTO. I put in PTO and I stayed home the entire day so I could play Forbidden West. So I did do that. I
No, it
have
wasn't even like it. It was just I was playing a game and I literally kept looking at the time and I was like, I'd rather just keep doing this, and I just called out
oh
of work and said I
bitch.
was sick.
I'm fucking crying.
I've done it. I've canceled plans saying, listen, I don't want to come out today, blah, blah, blah. Something came up. I'm really busy. I'm just sitting here playing video games. I literally would rather just do that.
I
Um,
mean,
if I literally have to choose between like stopping a game that I can't pause or rolling, like the rolling will even wait and I will smoke to death. Like I will smoke all day. I just do. And I literally be like, oh, it's fine. I'm playing my game because that's my addiction. So I get where like my dad. So like after a certain point, my dad just like cut it off entirely. So I never
right.
actually got to. Every time I would try to get him to play video games, I guess he was afraid that that would happen again, especially since it was home and he wouldn't have to leave. So he never really got into it. Now that he's retired, I'd be like, I'm about to go upstairs with Mortal Kombat and just be like, yo, let me beat your ass for a little bit.
Yeah, have fun.
This Mortal Kombat, now that's my shit. That's why I was actually leading into it, the arcades. That's why ADHD circles around. I know what I'm doing sometimes.
I'm crying.
Arcade systems, besides the video game consoles, arcade systems were like magic to my fucking ADHD young mind because it literally was like, oh my god, I can go places and there's just video games waiting for me. Mother, let me get a quarter.
Right.
Dearest, let me get $1 of quarters, please. And one
I
of the
was
first. Go ahead.
isn't there in Pizarro's Pizzeria? I know there's Pac-Man, but didn't they also have a Street Fighter or some type of?
I
Because I
think they
remember waiting
did.
for my stuff and always playing the fucking arcade game in there.
I think they did. I never actually went. I only went in there again just to really pick up. I never we always did our orders over the phone when we order from there, so I never
That's
really
smart.
went in there to have to be in
Wait.
there. But I do remember seeing they had arcade missions. But there's on arcade was Mortal Kombat. I believe Tekken might have started there too. Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Streets of Rage. There were a lot of games that started out on arcade that then made their way to NES, Sega, and even early PS1 because Mortal Kombat did even made it to early PS1. I remember Mortal Kombat. That enamored me. I saw the characters all doing crazy shit and the fatalities and fighting each other. And let me tell you, the way I was so upset when I couldn't do none of that shit when I started playing. I put that quarter in and that shit said quack 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 quack. Oh, golden victory! And I was like, how do I punch?
How do I do this? How do I work
I'm mashing the button. I'm finally getting. And if obviously at that time I started doing it a lot, and I was and I started getting good. Never could beat the final bosses though. After a while, them shits just would cheat the hell out of you, and it was just okay, all right. I get so far, and that's whatever. I'm good with the characters. It's good. I'll play against friends sometimes, But once they started making the console versions, I was in there the swimwear because I love Mortal Kombat. I love the lore, the universe. There's so much to it. I've been playing those games since. I know there was ones on the N64. There was the Sub-Zero Mythologies where you played as Sub-Zero in a side-scroller dungeon. That shit was hard as fuck. Deadly Alliance, Deception. They had a whole. Once they started doing where you didn't have to beat the tower to get with everybody to get the story of what the hell was going on. They started actually giving you story. I was oh, see, that's where it's at. Like that. Like that a lot. Super Mario and stuff. Mario Party, Mario Kart. Always classics. Mario Kart, though, you better be sure that your friendship can withstand that. Because Mario Kart, and to an extent sometimes even Mario Party, because me and my cousin would sometimes fight after Mario Party. Yeah, no, those games.
Yeah, games will make me rage quit. Do you remember, actually, I forgot to add this, and we should have added this. When we would fucking play Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. Oh my god. Yeah, that is one. Even though we were already talking about it, I'm still going to add that to the list just so that we know that we talked about it.
Right. That game was so much fun. Me, you, and why is it always me?
Yo, because there was nothing we could do where we'd be in a swarm, in a horde, fighting all kinds of shit. All of a sudden, here comes one of the big things. Jen's down.
Done.
Goes for Jen right away. And we're just we go and revive her. She'd run away. We're covering her. Here comes something from behind. Jen's done.
And it was not like I wasn't good at the game, because I was exceptionally good at the game. I always had great kills. I don't know why they would always come after me. There was this one time me and Demi were playing. We were we're going to play this on Expert. And it was the last scene. They were in the stadium where the helicopter is supposed to come and get you and the tanks come out. So we were let's play this on Expert. We did it for 1.5 seconds because that's how long it took for 17 tanks to come out and fucking destroy us. When I tell you, it didn't even make sense. I was I understand we were playing it on hard, because we're dumb bitches. So we were if we could play this on hard, we could play this on Expert. Yeah, when I tell you, absolutely not. We got our asses handed to us, and we were I think we're gonna not play this game for a little bit.
I remember one time playing that. I can't remember if it was with you and Demi or if it was with my friends in college, because we also played it there too. But we had so many stories of crazy wipes like it too. That's why I definitely don't. I just remember it, but not remember who I was with. But I remember it was the mission where at the end you're running across the bridge, and And usually, even on like easy normal, at least 1 or 2 tanks come, and you have to fight your way through them. So we're going. And actually, no, you know what? I actually think it wasn't colors. I think that was one of the first times I played on hard. Because I was like, I don't want to play this on hard. Like, I want to have fun. Like, so we put it on hard, and we were actually doing really good. I actually think we had all 4 of us, and we were doing good. If it wasn't all 4, it was at least 3. Yo, tell me how we got to the end. We're at the bridge. Tank comes, throws a fucking piece of road at us. It hits all 3 of us, instant kills us.
I remember the bridge scene. Like, you gotta climb on the fucking buses, you gotta fucking jump over here, you got hunters coming after you, got fucking all these different goddamn. I remember that. I don't remember if we got taken out. I can't remember that.
That's why
Sounds familiar
I think
though.
that might have been one of my times in college, because I remember I used to just play it. And I remember I was even doing the story by myself, and everyone was like, "Oh, let's play." And we played on the. And they were like, "Oh, let's put up the difficulty." And I was like, "I really don't want to." I know what this game
I
is
like
like.
upping the difficulty. Sometimes I like to play things on hard to see if I can do it. If I can't do it, if it's like too impossibly hard where I'm like, okay, this isn't even enjoyable to play, then I'll put it back on story mode or normal. But I do like to give myself a little bit of a challenge, especially in games that are kind of puzzly, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? It's like
Yeah.
strategy games, like, so especially those, because I want my brain to think. I want to be able to put shit together.
See, and that definitely makes sense, because, like you said, you started gaming a lot later, so you are trying to experience video games, and you want
Right.
the full experience. Since I video gamed like all my life, I did a lot of that stuff younger, and I probably should have waited till I was older, because I would rage so bad I would smash controllers. I broke
I've
I
never
broke
done that.
literally 2 Game Boys because of Fire Emblem, one of my other favorite series. Back in the old days, in that game, your characters would die and it'd be permadeath.
Mm-hmm.
So if that character fell and it was a character you really liked, there was no way to get them back. If they were a story character, they would just get like a bad injury and then just be at your camp, just, still for the story. So one time, I remember this one specifically. I got all the way to the end of the level, cleared out all the enemies, and I was fighting the boss. And the boss, all of a sudden, these bosses don't normally move. This boss moved out of his spot to one of my weaker people and killed them. And I literally just stared at the Game Boy and just turned around and flung it across the room, and it fucking broke the screen.
Oh, that was a big one. That was a big headbutt.
Here's our guest. Here's our special guest that makes an appearance.
Nora Borealis.
She's really just sitting there like she's actually like part of the shit.
She was like, if these motherfuckers are going to be in it.
She's like, I am. My name goes in the credits.
Yeah. I have a fucking birth certificate.
Like,
no, you don't. Actually, he does. He has a birth certificate from Build-A-Bear.
She's gonna eat it now.
She has a picture. I don't think I have it. I think it's in storage. But there's a picture that I got done from Victoria. Victoria Ramos, that sunshine, sweet, beautiful woman. She made me a fucking sign that says, "This cat owns this house," or like, "I run this house," and it's a picture of Nora. And that shit could not be more fucking true. Like, that shit, she runs everything. If I buy her treats and she don't eat it, guess what? She'll just stare at me and be like, "I'm not eating it." And guess whose money got wasted? Mine.
Yeah.
She don't like the food. Guess whose money is wasted? Mine.
Yeah, she don't pay no bills.
She don't pay no bills, and she be judging. She just be staring at me, judging.
Yeah, do you want to talk about Diablo?
Oh,
I've never played that, so.
So Diablo is a fun ass game. It's good to play with multiple people, and the one thing I like the most about it is that if you're playing with somebody in the same room or something like that, it's on one screen. It's not split screen. So like, it's top down and you guys are together and it keeps you together. So if you're like wandering over here, but the first player is like over here, it'll bring you to the first player. So those are love that. But anyway, the game, I didn't play Diablo 1 or 2. So apparently those were really hard. Those were type of, if you died, your equipment was left in one area, and if you didn't find your body in time, then you lost everything that you got. So I'm glad that Diablo 3 was not like that, because I'm not sure if I would have played it.
Yeah, I don't think I would like that either. I don't like that in the Dark Souls type games. I don't.
Right. It's not fun. Diablo, I thought like the dungeons are really fun. Playing with the dungeons. I was a demon hunter, so I fucking loved my bitch. Her name was Blair, and she's a demon hunter. She's great, and I had my little sentries. And I don't know, I really like the dungeons. I liked hunting different demons, going down, and each level is different. Like it's a different stage. You fight Medusa at one point. It's like a lot of different things that you get to experience. So it's a lot of fun. I like it. It's great. Diablo 4, I have not played too much of. I bought it, and then I did not play it too much. So that I can't really speak too much on. I have it. I will play it, but I'm not playing it right now. So they changed a lot of things. There's no more demon hunters. Now there's like I think it's a rogue or a ranger or something like that. So that kind of bothered me a little bit, but
Right,
I
trying to
don't
have
like
a new class
change.
to play, like after you were
I
so
have
settled for a whole game.
That's my problem. I think that's my problem with Boulder's Gate, is why I keep being a rogue ranger, is because once I find something that I'm good at, I want to continue to be good. I don't want to try to be good at other things. No, I'm good at this. That's good. That's good. We're good.
I think that's also why part of why I love Baldur's Gate 3 so much, because I didn't play the first two. Those were well before my time and on PC. I did watch people play 1 and 2, so I got like the story of it. I couldn't play those. That's your characters are like this big. You can't see shit. Um, you really unless you like purposely try to limit yourself, you really can't build a bad build. Yeah, there's like OP builds, but like you really can't go wrong with like that's why I love Baldur's Gate 3 as like for people to get into those type of games, because like you can fuck up, but like you have to be really bad to fuck up, like, or like purposely like not caring about what you're doing, because
For
like they give you a
Diablo,
lot of options of like good, like, oh, this will be fine to say, and then you pick like the one bad thing that's literally like, I'll kill your mother and the entire village and put your heads on pikes, and then wonder why people get mad at you. Like,
in Diablo, it was very much, you wanted to get the best build for your person. So if I was demon hunter, you wanted to find the best build for that for a
yes,
demon hunter. But everything is just like Baldur's Gate. It's by chance. You get it through drops, and you get it
yeah,
through. So sometimes it's hard, and sometimes the builds that you get kind of suck in the beginning, and you're not doing as much as you could be doing, because sometimes the drops are ass. Like sometimes you can go into a dungeon, and then there's like a rainbow goblin, and a rainbow goblin basically drops a bunch of coins, gems, jewels, weapons, armor. They drop a bunch of stuff in the dungeon. But the thing is that you have to catch it. Like you have to catch it. It runs away. It's a little goblin. It runs away as fast as fuck, like fast as fuck. And you got to kill it. And every time you shoot it, it's dropping things on the way, but you still got to chase it. And if it
right.
gets too far out of the way, then you don't get it. So that's a lot of fun. I like getting rainbow goblins. But some of the dungeons, when you get higher levels and when you start getting into like paragon levels, sometimes that shit is hard. Like I would not recommend playing it by yourself after a certain point. Well,
Right.
for me, I don't know, you might be great, so you might be fine, but for someone who likes video games but isn't able to play all the time, that shit is hard.
No, I believe it.
That shit is hard. I'm also eating onion rings because I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, no, I always stayed away from a lot of multiplayer games because growing up, like I had friends that played video games, but well, a lot of them were on Xbox. I was always PlayStation or Nintendo. Um, so I always gravitated towards a lot of single player games. That's why I loved like Final Fantasy. That's one of my favorite series. Final Fantasy 9, which was my favorite of the series, which was the first game that I ever streamed all the way through when I started streaming. Because anything with video games, I just love doing. Video game design, like I'd love to get into that. I have programs on my computer. I just need to sit down and get into them. Um, and streaming, like those are two of the most amazing things that like a video game lover could do. So Final Fantasy as a series, I've played pretty much almost all of them. I've only not played 5 and 6, and the multiplayer ones. And I think I played a little bit of 14 when they had like the free stuff. But again, MMO, I didn't really feel like it. Destiny was really the only reason I got into it was because a friend of mine was like, "Oh, if we play this, if we get this game, we can play it together." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." And I had seen my cousin play it, and he let me make a character on his account, and I was like, "This shit is fun as hell." For a first person shooter, like I'm actually really enjoying this because I really don't like first person shooters. It's a lot too much for me to focus on, and I end up missing half the action. But Destiny is like really good with their action and stuff. Like you can see everything that's going on. You never really get like lost in what's going on. Like there's enemies and they're very clearly enemies. So me and that friend played for a while, and then you came into it, and fire teams of 3 are like the main of it. So I was like, oh, 3 friends, and then I've gotten other friends that are in it, and I played here and there. I haven't in a while, but over the 10 years that it was the first saga, I only didn't play. I think like the last 2 years in between. Like I took time off, but always came back because it's a lot. It's just still going. It's still going. Like I think they have the Star Wars shit. If I end up having extra money for that or it's on sale enough, I might grab that because I love Star Wars. But I stopped playing. I think once like it was like 2 years, and then I binged all the stuff that they had taken out for the story on YouTube and got caught up, and then finished the final saga stuff, and then did some of the extra stuff, and then after they messed up one of the seasonal events. So because they messed it up, it was harder to get it completed. And I actually was on the way to completing the seasonal stuff, but that one messed it up. So then I was gonna have to wait all the way for another season to do it. So I was like, I'm not even fucking playing this anymore. So I just stopped playing it. I'll probably get back into it one day because it's Destiny. You know, you never stay away for too long. They have cool stuff.
One of the games I forgot to add on there was Helldivers. Helldivers 2 is the best fucking game ever. The fact that they just be screaming out random, "This is for democracy." Like,
it's so funny
come
because it's
on.
such a riff on Starship Troopers, and even more so the book.
Helldivers is a lot of fun. They say ridiculous things. It's actually kind of hard.
It is kind of
If
hard,
it's
especially with all the friendly fire.
I think I love the friendly fire the most when I be getting mad because then I could just kill you.
Like that time I
And then
summoned the fucking weapons thing like right on top of you, and I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
yo, that shit is ridiculous. Not when it's really when it really matters, I won't blow any of my friendly fire. When it really matters the most, I won't blow anyone up. But that is one of the reasons why I don't play with other people online because I could easily just join people's games. They let you join their games. The only reason I don't do that is because I'm afraid that they'll be like, "You dumb bitch, you keep shooting me." Because I have that backpack, that guard dog, and that guard dogs be shooting me sometimes.
Yeah,
So like I be shooting myself.
they
I
just be
can't help it.
shooting.
I just be shooting. But I do very much like that game. And I like I forgot to add Injustice. I used to play Injustice a lot. Injustice was a very fun game. Uh I was exposed to Batman before that and like DC comics, of course, Batgirl and all that. I think I fell in love with Batgirl after Injustice because then I got into the Injustice comics and then I got into the Killing Joke and they had a shit ton of fucking comic books, like so many comic books. So once I got into Injustice and started playing as Batgirl, I got really interested in Batgirl. So I was like, oh my god, like I want to now read these comics that have to do with Batgirl and anything, you know me, anything with a redheaded bitch, I'm for it. So I was like, please.
I Injustice was really fucking cool. Because I had played Mortal Kombat versus DC, and
Hmm.
that was pretty cool. Seeing the DC characters fighting against Mortal Kombat characters. And even back then, we were all like, they should just make like a DC game like this. Then they like already have the foundation. Little did we know they were planning that. And then
Right.
yeah, I remember when I bought it, and just was nasty with every single character, especially Solomon Grundy. And then the DLC
Solomon
characters came
Grundy,
out,
born on a
born on a Monday.
Monday, christened on
Oh,
Tuesday, married on Wednesday,
took ill
fell
on
ill
Thursday,
on Thursday.
grew worse on Friday, died on a Saturday, buried on Sunday.
And that's the life of Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, no, he was a great character in that game. And I remember the count was up, and when I got the 1,000 victories, remember when I was like, you, Demi, and Katie were over, and I was like, what's my 1,000th victory? And Demi was like, oh, me, he kicked my ass. And then after that, I was like, all right, now I don't care. I remember I even I battled my cousin like twice, and on like the third match, he like almost won. And I was like, I'm not playing you anymore. You're not messing with my streak. I remember when they put Batgirl in that game and you started playing as her. That was definitely your character.
Hmm. Her, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn were the
Yeah.
ones that I liked. I wanted to play Zatanna really bad, but her controls were kind of hard. Oh, my phone is dying. Her controls were a little hard.
Hers are a
They
little
were
harder. She focuses a lot on like teleporting, and controlling the enemy with like making them confused,
right,
zipping them up and floating them up and around and stuff. So
right.
hers was a little hard. When I got used to her, I liked her, but yeah, her controls even for me were a little hard because her thing depended mostly on controlling the battlefield
Right,
and
right,
being able to teleport and controlling how far you teleported. Hitting them with the backwards spell, hitting them with the spell that made them come to you to then hit them and stuff. So yeah, she was difficult, but she was powerful.
right, right.
League and Stick of
Okay.
Truth.
League of Legends is for masochists and people who
Yeah,
hate
I know
themselves.
that much about it. That's the only thing I know about it. The only people who play League are people who hate themselves.
It is a great game, and it is an awful game. It is the worst. It is the best. Um, League is so hard. Let me tell you. So I've been playing League for over a year, probably almost 2 years now, because it was around the time that I fell in love with Stray Kids and Felix
Yeah.
and Bangchan. They play League, so I mean, I knew people would play League. Fucking me and Sean would get into fights all the time because he would play at a League game right before a big event, and I'd be like, "Bitch, these shits is 40 minutes." So, so I had a bad relationship with League for a while. Like I was like, "Fuck this game. This
Yeah.
fucking game sucks." But they liked it, so then I was like, "Oh, let me try it." I am so bad at League that I am still just doing bot. So I'm just doing me versus bot. So it'll be like 5 versus bot. So it's like 5v AI. So yeah, we're literally going against bots. And sometimes on like the intermediate or hard ones, or like it's like intermediate or I don't know. It's like beginner, intermediate, and something else. If you're on the intermediate or the other one, these bots be fucking you up. These bots be hiding in the fucking grass. They be ready. They be setting shit up. And I'd be like, how the fuck? Like, you guys are supposed to be preparing me. I mean, I guess it is preparing me for when I go into the live things. But I'm so afraid to go into the live things because sometimes these bots be whooping my ass that like I don't know what to do. Some games I'm like, oh, I play as Ash. Her name is Ash, and I fucking love that bitch. Um, she does a bow and she's great. I'm great with her. But some games it'll be like I have 0 deaths, 15 kills. I'm doing great. I got so much coin, everything is wonderful, and then the very next game with the very same character, I'll get 17 deaths, 0 fucking kills, and 5 assists. Like, it's insane how different things are. Like, it's insane how, like, one game you could be rocking, and the next game you're like,
Did I
and
even
then
play?
sometimes and
Do I
then
even know?
sometimes the bots be beating us. Like, on the days that I get beaten by a bot, I feel like, what is the point of my life? Like, you guys, we lost to bots. Like, this is, why am I even playing with you guys? Where is the teamwork? And like, I play bot lane, which is bottom lane. So there's supposed to be 2 people, someone who is the attack, who is moi, and someone who's the support, who's supposed to set up the attacks, or like set up so I can attack them and kill them. I'm always doing bot lane alone. They're always doing some other shit. They're always doing something else. And it infuriates me. So I don't know. I think I talked about League the most because it makes me so angry and it doesn't bring me joy. Like, Horizon brings me joy, and I've spent the least time on that. That game brings me absolute joy. League does not. I haven't played League in probably like 4 months because the last time I rage quit and was like, how does a bot beat my ass that bad? I think I literally died like 12 times and got 0 kills and was like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Another game, Stick of Truth, and Fractured But Whole. Those are South Park games. The Stick of Truth was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, you were fighting Nazi babies. You were fighting like you were fighting aborted babies. You were fighting all different types of things, and it's turnstiles. So you gotta wait. And sometimes those little fucking Nazi babies be beating your ass, bro. That shit is not, like, right now I'm on Fractured But Whole, and I'm stuck at the part where Kyle's mom, it's Kyle's mom and his little cousin. And you're basically making fun of the cousin. He gets mad, he's not allowed to play with you, so then he gets mad and then he starts fighting you, and then Kyle's mom gets involved and she starts fighting you, and then Kyle's like, well, dude, you can't beat up my mom, so now I have to fight you. So then
I'm
Kyle
crying.
starts fighting you. I stopped playing the game because it was so fucking hard. Like, Kyle's mom was beating my ass so bad. I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I even tried to put it on the easiest level and she was still fucking me up. And I was like, no, like, this is a South Park game and I'm struggling. Yes. Yes. Terrible. But I love the game. It's ridiculous. One of the passcodes for you to get down to the basement is "fuck you, mom." So you got to type in "fuck you, ma'am." It's so bad. I love it. It's great.
That's
And I think
awesome.
the last game is Uncharted. I haven't played all of the Uncharted games. I only played most of the Nathan Drake collection.
Is that not all
I
there
know
is?
that, no, there's like new ones with females.
Oh,
There's like I don't know.
the
There's
only
new
ones I
ones.
only knew the Nathan Drake ones. I think of one spinoff, but is that maybe the one with the 2 girls?
I don't know, to be honest. I have not played in a long time. It is a great game. They made a movie with Tom Holland. People hated it. I thought it was kind of cute. I thought it was
Supposedly, it's gonna like lead up into like how he is in the games. He wasn't supposed to start
right.
out that way. Like, that's what they say. I didn't see it. I only played the first one
Hmm.
way back when it came out. In fact, I almost played it like straight. Like, one of my friends had it. I think he already had beaten it, and I saw Naughty Dog, and I was like, "Oh, Crash Bandicoot! It's got to be a fun game, right?" So I'm
Oh,
playing it.
you get to play Crash Bandicoot in one of the games,
I
and I
think,
think
yeah,
Uncharted 4.
I think I
Uncharted 4.
it's like it was a hidden Easter. I thought that was cool. I remember reading about that. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool that they did that.
Yes.
But I only played the first one. I don't remember exactly to what I got. I think I was like in some kind of jungle. It was far. Like, I played for like hours while we were all just chilling and just smoking and shit back then. And I never beat it. I got to a part that was like really hard with the shootout, and I never picked it back up after that. I have it. Like I have the whole collection. I was thinking of possibly streaming it. It's a lot of games though, but I think if I like if I play through the first one and I like it enough, I might stream the rest of them.
It was literally for me because I played Uncharted immediately after I was finished Tomb Raider. It felt like a male version of Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I fucking love this.
And I was
This
just saying,
great.
I'm sure you excelled in that game because of that.
I was like, this is great. Because I like games like that, like puzzle pieces, like going into a tomb and then trying to put things together to make it. I love shit like that.
You like adventure games. Those are your genre. You like feeling like you're in an adventure, actually exploring.
Yes.
Doing the combat and doing the things, like actually doing it, not just like, oh, go here and do this or go here and do this. Like you feeling like you're on like a story of stuff to do with like things to find, pay attention.
Right. I'm not a big dialogue person. I like cutscenes. That's different. I like cutscenes, but I'm not a huge let's
like go here, let's just talk to this person. Right. I think the only game that you've been okay with that a lot more is Baldur's Gate 3 because every dialogue feels like a cutscene.
Right. And you actually got to make the right choices or you can fuck things up. So that's nice. And I do like Life is Strange as well, which is like I do like those games. Like I liked The Walking Dead. I really loved Clementine. I fucking little Clem.
I gotta get the finale. I still haven't gotten that one. I got what I thought was the finale. I looked through them and it was like, oh, the final shit. And then they still released more, and I was just like,
you lying sacks of fucks.
Because what the hell? I already thought I was done. I even played the Michonne one. That shit was great.
Oh, shit.
Did you not play that one?
I did not. I wish that I had. So, like, in my old room behind me would have been a Michonne poster. It would have been a Michonne poster, my Walking Dead poster. It would have been. Oh, shit. It did not look like that. It was her. It was some artist that fucking was at a convention center. A bunch of, like, it had like Deadpool, but it was all like zombie related stuff. It was so fucking cool. But I had that all on the back of my thing. I just miss my old room. I just miss my setup. I don't like I feel like I need things.
You really love the Kingdom Hearts series.
I want to play the Kingdom Hearts series. I don't have any. I know you do. I know.
Yeah, you could definitely download those and play those. You would like those games because it's exactly like what you're like. First off, you love Disney.
I do love Disney.
Secondly, what you just said, granted, there's really no stealth, so that's the only part that isn't. But exploring the worlds, solving things, going back and finding collectibles, powering up. Like
I'm not sure why I never played Kingdom Hearts. I genuinely don't know why I never played it.
Because by the time, like you said, when your first system being the PS3, that had started on PS2. So by the time it got to yours, it was already like not dead, but Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't come out until PS4.
I see.
So I don't even know if it's available on PS3. They released like recollections on the PS3 because they released them on every system. But at that point, there was nothing major coming out for consoles. So your attention wouldn't have been there for those games. Unless it was something that like you were planning on buying as soon as you bought a console. Like that type of thing.
I think my problem is that when I find things that I like, I buy too many of them and then I don't have time to play things or read things because I'm like, oh, let me buy all of this because 1, it's on sale. 2, I love it. 3, it's on sale. So let me get it. And then you're like, oh, I have like 100 fucking games in my collection that I've played maybe 15 or 20 of them, if that. Like I still have to finish the Batman Arkham series. First of all, how the fuck did we forget that?
Because I could talk about video games for several hundred hours.
The Batman Arkham series, first of all, Arkham Asylum is probably one of my top games because I haven't finished City yet, so I can't say it's one of my top games because I haven't finished it. I've only been playing a little bit of it, so it's great.
It will be by the time you're done.
Right. So I can't say that just yet, but Arkham Asylum was one of my top favorites. Like I I loved looking for the Riddler fucking things, the trophies, the little things. I just I don't know.
I
It
don't
was
even
great.
like Batman, and I 100%ed and platinumed that game.
It's
Well,
really fucking
not
fun.
platinum because they have those trial things in the main menu as part of the trophies. So that stuff I didn't do, but I 100%ed the game because I got every Riddler trophy, beat every boss, I covered every inch of everything in that place because canonically, when you go into the next games, they act like you did that.
Right, right,
They
right.
act like you 100%ed the game. So I was like, I might as well do that because for story purposes, it actually makes sense to do it.
Right.
So Arkham Asylum was like chef's kiss. I
It
don't even like
was.
Batman. I loved that game. I
The
loved City.
fighting,
City was fucking amazing, and I knew you were gonna love City specifically because of the Catwoman sections.
I haven't gotten there yet.
You got him.
That I
That you at
have
least
not
got to get
gotten.
to the first one so you can experience it because it is that paved the way then for what they were able to do in Arkham Knight.
So I was playing the Batman series before, right before that was the game I was playing right before we got into Baldur's Gate, and then we got into Baldur's Gate, and then I haven't played anything else besides
That's right.
Horizon
Yeah.
and Baldur's Gate. So now that we're done with Baldur's Gate and we beat the game, at least our one
Yeah.
playthrough,
The one that you
I
got to at least see that. That's fine.
right, right. Those I think I might try to, but see, this is my fucking problem. It's like I want to play video games, I want to do this, but where's my time? Do I need to not sleep? I don't think I need sleep because I want to do everything. I want to do everything.
That's literally how I feel when I'm playing video games. I'm like, oh, I could just not sleep. It's okay. And
It's
that's
not
what it
even
is.
just video games. It's like everything I want to experience. I want to experience so many things and I just want to do it. And we only have 24 hours. Like the goal I have for myself is I want to play every video game that I have available in my library. And then I want to read every book that I have in my library before I buy another one. I know that's not going to be possible, but I really, truly want to get through what I have before I start bringing on more things.
A good point bring up the Arkham series though, because actually, because of that Arkham series is why the Spider-Man PS4 game came out so good as it did.
Oh, that's good.
Um,
Was it the same people?
no, but they took like basically like what made the Arkham series great and just like applied it to the Spider-Man games.
Oh, okay, okay.
So like the free roam, making it feel like you're Spider-Man actually doing the things that you're doing. Um, the fights, the way you can dodge the fights and use your abilities and get new abilities and have different costumes, which you experience more in the later games than the first one. Um,
My phone
but
is on 10%. I'm so sorry.
yeah, no, we actually only have a little bit left. So that actually paved a lot. Like when you when you get to finish all three, you're gonna see exactly how much they brought that into like other games. Like how many people have been like, that was great. We actually should do that like in our games.
Oh shit. Well, I'm glad they inspired people because I mean it's incredible. Like it's such a good fucking game.
They're a fantastic series. It really
All
is.
right,
Even
Nora.
only last story that I want to talk about for video games was one of my series that I liked was the Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. And the story about that is funny because my mom bought it for me for Christmas. Like, I guess she just saw it and was like, "Oh, I think my son would like this, right?" Yeah, I played the beginning, and there's a lot of dialogue because it's a Game Boy Advance game in the beginning. And I just like turned that shit off after a while. I was like, "All right, this is not fun, right?" So like, it was like a while later that like I was going through my shit and I saw it, and I was like, I should give this game a chance. I don't have anything to play. Let me try something new, right? So played it, and it literally became one of my most favorite like of the
Oh,
Game Boy Advance games. That shit is so good. Golden Sun 1 and 2. The third one is like, whatever. Play the first two, because like it really is the classic take turn RPG. Got mad magic, spells, all kinds of crazy shit. The characters are great. The story was great. I would love it if they actually like did something with it, like on console, with like a remaster, not a remake, but a remaster for like consoles. Maybe add some voice acting. I don't know, but that would be good. I'd like that. I love that series. It was good.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
That was one of those like unexpected gems of like a video game I didn't even
Uncut
know
Gems.
existed.
I have vocal snips sometimes and I can't help it. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, like the dream guest of my podcast. But you ever saw that fucking Julia Fox? She's like, Uncut Gems. So every time I hear of gems, Uncut Gems. But go ahead, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't help when a vocal stim comes out, bro. Once
I
I hear
can't
it,
either, bitch. It's all right. I understand.
I can't help it.
No, but that was a great series, and that was one of the first series that I remember playing where you could really transfer over data from the first game to the second. And if you had a link cable, it was easier. Otherwise, you had to like write down a 64-page code of numbers. I did it.
Bitch, what?
I wrote that shit down and I typed that shit into it. Actually, no, what I ended up doing was I ended up opening up a game on my mom's, I think, console or my cousin's. I borrowed somebody's console and I literally opened that shit up and I typed that shit in to get all the stuff to transfer over to the second game because I didn't have a link cable. Yep.
That's insane. So Play Inc. I started playing that probably like what, fucking 10, 15 years, 10 years ago.
It's been a long time we've been playing that.
It's been a very long time. So when the pandemic happened, I for sure was like, this is my fault. I did this to us because this is exactly. But I didn't start it in I started mine in Plague in Egypt. That's my area of infection, is always Egypt, because they have a boat port, and then they have both boat port and a airport, and it's like in the United States, if you put it in the United States, one, the medicine is gonna fucking kill it, and two, like, it's ridiculous. But if you put it in Egypt, where there's arid air, and you put it in mosquitoes, and you put it with blood and all these different things, you could be killing these humans. You'd be whooping their asses. Whooping they asses. But yes, that's a fun ass game. I actually have the completely unlocked version because I was so obsessed with it at one time that I did pay the $15 to get every single one, and absolutely it was worth it. It is 100%. Some of them are really hard. There's like a primate one.
Yeah, the primate one, they have zombie, vampire. They got mad crazy shit.
That shit.
I was like, yeah, that shit was worth it. I think there's even one where they finally give you the choice of finally being a human and fighting the virus too, and that was hard too.
Yeah, there's a cure one where you can where it's based off the Cure. So yeah, you can definitely.
They have that shit as a board game too.
That's crazy.
I'd love to get it.
That's crazy.
All right, so that is all for today's episode. We definitely talked about video games because we can talk about video games. So make sure forever. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff so you can stay updated on all our episodes when they release. And until next time, this is Blazing Dragon signing out.
And Madam Red, peace out, bitches.
Until next time, bye.
Bye.